Hello friends, this is astrologer Roj. You are watching my channel. Do subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive the notifications for the upcoming videos, and do share the podcast on Vedic astrology as much as possible, and enjoy the free access to the amazing and research based content on Vedic astrology. We are dealing with Ketu series, and this is the last ascendant, that the Pisces ascendant, and we are discussing about the Ketu's impact when its placement is in the lagna, when it's placed in the first house rather. And it has been misunderstood, and mistake many mistakes have been made by astrologers while dealing with Ketu in the lagna, in other houses as well rather. So before proceeding and discussing about the impact of Ketu when it's placed in the first house, let's have a general overview about the nature of Ketu in Vedic astrology. Rahu and Ketu have been considered as malefic planets in Vedic astrology, and you can't expect a benefic results from a malefic planet. So if Ketu is malefic, you can't expect a benefic result from it. Your health will be disturbed due to Ketu. Your aspects of events of life will be disturbed, and you'll face challenge in life due to the placement of Ketu in any house rather. Now, first thing is that Ketu is placed, if it's placed in the 6th, 8th or 12th house, its impact becomes more malefic. It becomes double malefic rather. And since it does not have its lordship, it does not have lordship among the 12 zodiac signs that we have. That's the other side of the story. And its lordship is defined in the sign in which it's placed. And other important point that needs to be mentioned with respect to Ketu is that it takes the characteristics of the house in which it's placed, because it does not have its any specific house. It does not possess the lordship of any house in specific. So it depends on the placement of Ketu, in which house the Ketu is placed. That is quite important to be analyzed. Now, so far as the impact of Ketu is concerned, as I have said that it's a malefic planet, you can't expect benefic result from a malefic planet. The placement in the lagna does not mean that it will always benefic. No, it's wrong. You can't expect a benefic thing from a malefic planet. Never ever. This is the Pisces ascendant chart. Ketu is placed in the first house, and there are two versions of impact of Ketu, as I have mentioned in case of other ascendants till now. The versions are: one version is long-lived impact of Ketu, another version is short-lived impact of Ketu. So far as long-lived impact of Ketu is concerned, it means that the impact of Ketu persists in the life of a native irrespective of its Mahadasha or Antardasha. What does this mean? It means that the impact of Ketu is continue. The impact of Ketu persists. It's divide its irrespective of the time period of Ketu in operation. And it's one of the challenging things for a native. Short-lived impact means that the Ketu, if the impact of Ketu is felt only in the Antardasha of Ketu. Once the Antardasha is over, the impact is over. As simple as be. So what are the results? The results is that if Ketu is quite strong, and depending on the impact, whether it's long-lived impact, whether it's short-lived impact, and if it's long-lived impact, that the person will be mentally retarded, he'll mentally disturbed, isn't it? Mental issues will be faced by the native. The native will face urine infection as well, stomach problems as well, fevers as well, boils as well, and injuries as well. So far as events his life is concerned, the issues with respect to the the native will face setbacks in life, setbacks in marital life, setbacks in business partnership, setbacks in love affairs, and setbacks with respect to general fortune as well. So these are the general results. These are the general things that are faced by the native, where Ketu is placed in the lagna. This is one of the challenging situation for a native to deal with. So this is a long-lived impact that I have mentioned so far as Ketu is concerned. Short-lived impact is only confined to the Antardasha of Ketu. Once the Antardasha is over, the impact is over. Now the question arises that there are multiple factors we have to take into consideration. For example, if Ketu is afflicted by other malefic planet in a chart, its impact increases. Its malefic impact increases. And it's also to be noticed if Ketu is aspecting benefic planets in a chart. In case it aspects benefic planets in a chart, that is a problem again. We have to gauge the conjunctions of Ketu and aspects of Ketu in a chart in a proper way that need to be analyzed, because we can't ignore such things, whatever be the placement of Ketu, but all such factors that need to be taken into consideration. So this is the birth chart side. So far as transit is concerned, in transit Ketu creates extremely dangerous things, extremely challenging problems for the native. Transit Ketu, if the affliction comes from transit Ketu, from transit to birth chart, from transit to transit, or from birth chart to transit chart, it is a challenging thing. In most cases, when transit, in transit Ketu becomes stationary, it becomes a quite challenging phase for a native to deal with. And more importantly, the issue becomes quite intense, and it depends on the relative strength of other planets in chart. As I have mentioned, that it's not necessary that equally all the Pisces ascendant natives will face issues. No, we have to analyze the conjunctions, the aspects, and if there is any aspect, if Ketu itself is afflicted by any malefic influence, that also needs to be taken into consideration. All these factors need to be taken into consideration while dealing with the impact of Ketu in the lagna, isn't it? So this is the influence of Ketu, and mainly so far as I have seen, marital issue, setbacks in marital life, unstable marital life, that is one of the challenging issues of this placement of Ketu in the first house, and that needs to remedies through proper remedies of Ketu. And it's my humble request to all the natives of Pisces ascendant that if you are wearing a cat's eye, maybe yellow cat's eye, red cat's eye, or green cat's eye even, do remove cat's eye, because you have been facing these issues that I have mentioned due to cat's eye. You are unable to know, it's unknown to you that what is the reason for your problems. The reason is that you have used cat's eye. After using cat's eye, you have welcomed the problems in your life that I have discussed with respect to the placement of Ketu in the first house. So remove it and enjoy your life. And in case there is an impact of Ketu, long-lived impact, you need to remedize Ketu through specific remedies depending on the nature of the ascendant chart, nature of the lagna. The remedies are recommended. This is all about the results of Ketu in the lagna. Thank you.